Hey guys, and welcome to this retro review of the 1979 classic movie Alien. Now, with Alien Covenant coming out next month, I've decided to do like a series of retro reviews of the entire Alien series. That includes Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Prometheus, and I'm thinking the Alien vs Predator movies. I'm not too sure about those two yet. I'll decide at the time, but overall, that's my plan on what I'm going to do. And today's review is about Alien. Obviously, it stars Sigourney Weaver, John Hurt, Tom Skerritt, Harry Dean Stanton, Veronica Cartwright, and it's directed by the great Sir Ridley Scott. Now, I can't actually imagine what the film was like when it came out and how it surprised and attracted audiences to the cinema, because I wasn't born when it came out, but going through it, I remember watching it on TV in the mid-90s, so I must have been about 11, and it really scared me. It was a tense, claustrophobic, horrifying film, a film that involved body horror as well as the standard like jump scare horror and things like that. The alien itself, the xenomorph, is one of the greatest aliens ever designed. Nothing really comes close to the design of the xenomorph. I think the only thing what does in recent movie history that's come close to the alien design is probably the Predator, which is there, the Predator design. But yeah, brilliant acting by Sigourney Weaver. John Hurt is not in it as much as you'd think, but obviously he has got the iconic scene, the chestbuster scene, which has been seen and replayed and all over movie history. If you haven't seen the chestbuster scene, it's like, where have you been? It is such an iconic scene. But John Hurt is pretty good in this. He's not in it much, like I said, and that's kind of my one slight disappointment. I do like the way his character goes, and they do have to make something, be the first death. It's just a shame it's John Hurt because he's so good. But from what you see of him, he is fantastic in the movie. But the rest of the cast is pretty good as well. Ian Holm as Ash, he's fantastic. I'm going to get into his character a little bit later on, and there's going to be spoilers involved. So if you haven't seen the film, well, tough, because it's like over 40 years old. Where have you been all this time? You should have seen it by now. But yeah, the rest of the crew, Harry Dean Stanton as one of the engineers, is pretty good. He has a good death. Like I said, spoilers. One spoiler, which I'm going to spoil straight away. Sigourney Weaver, Ellen Ripley, she's the only survivor of the crew. So, but yeah, I forgot the other guy's name, but he's pretty good. He's actually really good. I like him. I'm actually going to check. Yaphet Kotto was his name, and he played Parker. Now, he's probably, after Ripley, he's my favourite character in the movie. He's pretty good. He lasts pretty much until the end of the film, which I was quite surprised about. Tom Skerritt is pretty good as the captain of the ship, Dallas. He's got a great scene when he's in the air ducts and he's searching for the alien, but is he searching for it, or is the alien searching for him? That's a pretty tense scene as well, with a great jump scare at the end of that. A brilliant jump scare. But yeah, the film basically, well, really, it doesn't really have a main character, for most of the movie, until Sigourney Weaver's Ellen Ripley steps up. And then she's the main character. But all the way through it, she's the only level-headed member of the team. She's the only one who wants to follow the rules, follow protocol, keep the infected crew member in quarantine. Even the captain doesn't want to do that, which is like strange in a way. But yeah, so you're kind of rooting for Ellen Ripley. And it's great to see the character grow through this movie, knowing that what you see from her in the next movies, especially Aliens, and I can't wait to do that review. But yeah, the actual alien itself doesn't show up into the movie until like 1 hour into it, which is pretty good in my opinion, because you get to know the crew a bit better, so you start caring for them. And you don't really see much of the alien as well, which is, you know, brilliant. Ridley Scott went the Jaws route for the alien, where you just see glimpses of it. There's this great shot. This was in the director's cut, but it's the first time you see the fully grown xenomorph. And it's when Harry Dean Stanton's character is looking for Jones the cat. And, you know, he's like under some water and he's like cooling himself down, and then the camera just zooms up and you see the alien just swinging there on some chains. And you kind of like, at first you don't actually realise it's the alien, and then you're like, wait a minute, was that? And then by then it's down and it's doing its business. But yeah, that's a great scene. That's one great shot. Just the alien swinging from the ceiling. It's brilliant. And it wasn't in the theatrical cut. It was put into the director's version, which is a good choice. You know, out of the two, I do prefer the director's version, because there's a couple of added scenes, like when Ripley finds the nest and she finds that Dallas and forgot his name, Brett, sorry, Dallas. I've got my iPad here just for some information, but yeah, where she finds Dallas and Brett in the nest, and Dallas is saying to Ripley, "Kill me, kill me." So that's a really good scene. I'm glad that was added into the director's cut, and obviously the shot where the alien is swinging, brilliant. Now going on to Ian Holmes' character Ash. Now, spoiler alert, you know, I will tell you, but he plays an android in this. And at the start of the film, they work for the company. You don't know the name of the company, they just refer to it as the company in this movie. But they're basically, you know, mining for mineral ore, and they're heading back to Earth. But Ash kind of has a separate mission, which doesn't really kick in until, you know, they get a distress call from the planetoid. His mission basically involves protecting this alien life form at all cost, even if it means basically killing the crew, getting the life form back to Earth. You know, and it's interesting because the first time you watch it, you don't realise until halfway through the movie that he's an android, and you see certain like shots of him like staring and just looking and concentrating at things, and you just think it's normal. But then once you watch it a second time and you realise that he's an android, and then the scenes have more context then, and you realise that he's contemplating and thinking about ways to protect the xenomorph. But yeah, you know, what can I say? This is a great movie. You know, this is an all-time classic. It's one of ours. You know, it's when you've got a series where the first and second movie are so brilliant, it's hard to work out which is, you know, the best. I think I've got an idea in this series, but yeah, such a great movie. Obviously, it spawned many imitators, from like an episode of Red Dwarf, where Polymorph, to like films like Event Horizon and Sunshine. You know, any film where there's like characters in space and they're trapped on a ship and something goes wrong, all those, it's DNA to the Alien film. But yeah, you know, this is a fantastic movie, and I'm really glad that I'm doing this series now, because I've been thinking about doing it for a while. But obviously, with the onset of Alien Covenant coming out, you know, what a great time to do these movie reviews, these retro reviews. So, you know, like I said, this is an all-time classic movie, and my rating for Alien is A+. Yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below, you know, what is your take on Alien? When was the first time you saw it? You know, what are your memories of the first time seeing it? Where does it rank in the Alien series? You know, what do you rank best, and what do you rank worst, and where does Alien come in that list? Like and share my channel, guys, and remember, stay heroic.